van if it was hanging from the ceiling.
Howard 105.7, Montgomery's number one for hip-hop and R&B. 10 joints in a row in the Pepsi 105 Days of Summer. About time for me to bounce on out here. Before I go, number one, I want to thank everybody who called up today and just vented about the Trayvon Martin situation. And like I said, a couple of days have gone by since the verdict, and we had a chance to sit down and kind of reflect. And our perspective on things has changed today than they were on Saturday, because Saturday we were all just speaking purely out of emotion. Today, maybe we looked at the picture holistically, which means overall. But I want to drop my 2 cents on this really quick. It was a tragedy what happened, and I feel in my heart that George Zimmerman should have went to jail. But he was tried in a court of law, and he was acquitted. But let's look bigger than that, okay? We as African Americans, sometimes we have to stop picking and choosing when it's time for us to get upset. If a person of another race does something to us, we are quick to protest, we are quick to rally, march, sign petitions. But, what happens when somebody of our own race does that to us? We don't have the protests and the petitions and the call of Washington, D.C. to do something. Big shouts to the people in Chicago, because, yes, they have been. They've been trying their best to deal with their murder situation. We have a small part in creating the George Zimmermans of the world. We do. We have to look at ourselves a little bit, because Trayvon Martin wasn't killed because he was Trayvon. He was killed out of a perception. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think George Zimmerman would have confronted Trayvon Martin if there wasn't a robbery of his neighbor 3 days before? Or would he have confronted Trayvon Martin if another one of his neighbor's homes wasn't broken into by African Americans, and the young lady who owned the home was held at gunpoint while her child was in her arms? George Zimmerman was nothing but a grenade. Trayvon Martin was the young man caught in the explosion. But we have to take responsibility just a little bit for pulling that pin. Just something to think about, okay?